I know you don't believe it. I know you can't receive it, at least not yet. But yes, without a doubt, today we're going to talk about the top 7 rules for turning 8 out of 10 visitors to your website into qualified leads. Oh yes, sir. You're about to learn an amazing set of secrets. You ready for this lead generation powerhouse strategy? Well, here it comes.
You are moments away from a breakthrough. Turn up the volume and get ready. This is the Champion Builder Web Show. The champ is here. Broadcasting live from Tampa, Florida, featuring the champion builder himself, Larry Beecham. If you want to be a champion in leadership, personal development, or sales, you've come to the right place. Now, here's your host, the one and only Larry Beecham.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we want to talk about the top 7 rules for turning 8 out of 10 visitors to your website into qualified leads. I know that sounds unbelievable, but today I promise to deliver on exactly how to do that. You're gonna absolutely want to share this. I just want to put it out there right now. You're gonna want to share this with other people, all right? If you're building a team of any type and you need to generate leads for you and the team and you want to grow, you ain't gonna want to keep this to yourself. I'm just throwing it out there, okay? Just throwing it out there. So let's get into it. The 7 rules. All right, you ready to rock and roll? Let's get to it. Rule number 7 is you must have lightning fast consumption. Now, here's what I mean by that. When you go to generate leads, you're gonna offer someone something of value. But what used to work really well were things like 7-day boot camps, 3-day trainings, 100-page books. No. You want lightning fast consumption. Here's a rule of thumb, 5 minutes or less. You want them to consume whatever you got for them that you're leveraging or using to generate a lead. In other words, give you their contact information. You need to have that be fast, like bang, they need to get access to that. No messing around, no playing games, fast consumption. You got that? Fast consumption. That's rule number 7. Let's keep going. Rule number 6, killer perceived value. When I say killer perceived value, I want you to know that when somebody looks at your offer, they have to think in their mind, I would absolutely pay for this. Zig Ziglar says it this way. If you want somebody to buy something from you, you must have $10 worth of perceived value for every dollar that you want them to spend. And if you can't successfully deliver that perceived value in their mind, they're just going to keep their money. Now, although you're giving this away for free for lead generation, it still needs to have a high perceived value. In their mind, they must think, I would have really paid for this. Can you crush it on that level? If not, you need to step it up. That's rule number 6. Here we go. Rule number 5 is one huge focus. Now, what do I mean by one huge focus? I'm talking about not going into some sort of a broad explanation or some kind of broad category. Keep in mind, I got an example for you. I'm gonna breeze through this though, but you gotta have one big focus, not be one generalized, broad focus. One huge focus. If you can do that, you in business, all right? Got a few more to go. Number 4 is instant gratification, all right? Instant gratification. Now that's very similar to lightning fast consumption, but let me tell you what the difference is. You want them to not only consume it fast, you want them to be able to go right out and get a result. So they can take it in quick, get a quick result. That's what you want to do. That's what I mean by instant gratification. No delayed gratification here, ladies and gentlemen. They have to see the instantaneous gratification of it. Hang on for this example, it's gonna blow your mind. All right, number 3 is, this is big now. You must promise and deliver the goods, okay? You absolutely have to promise something incredible, but you also have to deliver on it. There's a lot of people out here making promises that they're not keeping, and it's really hurting them when it comes to the lead generation. The last thing you want somebody to do is be all excited about what it is you have, and they get it and they go, this is some old bug. You don't want them to do that, right? Of course you don't. Here's number 2. Rule number 2 is, I love this one. To them, it has to feel like a magic pill or a silver bullet. How many people walking around looking for that magic pill? They just want to turn and it go, right? Well, yours must feel like that. It must feel like the silver bullet. It must feel like the magic pill, the holy grail of what they've been looking for, the fountain of youth. It must look like that and feel like that to them. But the number one thing, or the number one rule for you to be able to convert 8 out of 10 people into a qualified lead is incredible emotional impact. I want to make a very important point. All of these together in one lead offer, or one, I should say, offer to generate a lead, it's what's going to get you the 8 out of 10. But incredible emotional impact. They have to get like rabid excited about this. I mean, like you wouldn't believe, you got to get them worked up. It's gotta hit them here. It's gotta hit them, not here, here. It's gotta hit them here. It's gotta get there. It's gotta be like they drank 5 Red Bulls. You know what I mean? Like heart pumping. I gotta have it, right? So you might be thinking, Larry, okay, you gave me the 7 rules, but exactly how do I put it all together? Well, I got an incredible example for you. You're not gonna believe this example, but this example, actually, well, I'm not even gonna spoil it for you. What I want you to do is follow me now. Where's my marker at? Here's my marker. All right. So what I'm gonna do is when I reveal this example, I want you and me to go through it together and let's see how many of the 7 rules apply to this incredible example. Now, this actually appeared on a capture page for someone who had a business and they were using this to generate leads. You ready for it? Here it comes. Read that. Okay, now this is our click, this is our button here, right? So let's imagine this is a website. Now I want you to look at this and I want you to go with me through the checklist. All right, now this particular message is catered to men. A gentleman had I think it was a dating website or a relationship website, and he was looking to generate some leads. And this was the offer that he came up with in order to generate leads. Now, guys, if you saw this, would you click here? You better say yes. Ladies, if you saw this, would you click here? You probably would. But let's run it through our filter. All right? First of all, lightning fast consumption. Does this qualify as lightning fast consumption? Absolutely it does, because it's 14 words. As soon as they see it, they'll get it in seconds, right? Killer perceived value. What would a guy give for this information? And we're all adults here, right? We know what this implies. Guys will lie, kill, steal, cheat for what's behind this promise, right? So is there killer perceived value in this offer? Absolutely it is. Killer perceived value. Does it have one big, huge focus? We're not talking about dating. We're not talking about relationships in general. We're talking about something very specific. A very specific focus for a very specific result, right? So that one gets a check mark. Instant gratification. You tell me, is there instant gratification in this one? Absolutely, there's instant gratification. All right, now, this remains to be seen. All right, so we'll leave that one out because we don't know because we haven't seen it yet, right? Feels like a magic pill. Does this feel like a magic pill to an average guy? Just send this text message, boom, you get, oh, wow, look at that. Magic pill, you send the text message, next thing you know, yeah, absolutely. That's a magic pill. That's an absolute magic pill. And last, incredible emotional impact. Does this get a guy's heart going like this? All right, so you see how many of these actually were covered in this message? And so your goal or your plan or your effort should be, how many of these can I encapsulate when I go to create my offer for someone to opt into my website? And if you can get all of these working, okay, all of these working, you're gonna have 8 out of 10 people. It's like matching cheese to a mouse. It's like matching catnip to a cat. It's like matching salt rock to a deer. peanut butter jelly, Kool-Aid and sugar, peaches and herb, whatever. That's what we're talking about. So at the end of the day, I want you to understand that it's possible for you to crush it when it comes to lead generation, but you gotta follow the rules. I hope this video did something for you, helps you to understand the power of what it really takes to generate leads at a high level. We don't want people to just come to your website. We want them to opt in, but we gotta apply the rules. Apply the rules. Boy, I had a lot of fun talking to you today about these 7 rules for generating leads, and I'm excited that you can take this information and definitely step up your game and work towards a bigger, stronger, more profitable business. I give tips like this all the time, and I'd like you to consider following me. So if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. Go check me out on my main website, which is LarryBeacham.com. And if you're on Facebook, like my fan page by simply searching out Larry the Champion Builder and send me a message. Let me know how this video impacted you. And if you want to chat with me about anything related to your business, I'll do what I can to help you out, all right? So with that being said, go forth in victory. This video is a wrap, and I'll see you next time.